Our help desk process is designed and Insightly using resources from the Information Technology Infrastructure Library, also known as IDLE, and other IT best practices as well. Here on the left, you have support level 1, user, and support level 2. In the middle, we have the knowledge bases. The user is the person making the support request. Support level 1 is the system owner, system owner's assistant, or internal support team. Support level 2 could be the system owner, internal technical staff, or external support from the software developer or IT consultants like myself. Then finally, the knowledge base. This could be the developer's help center, like the Insightly's help center, or your organization's internal resource center, if you have one, or other online resources. So let's talk about the process. First, when a user has a support request, they will email the system owner. The system owner's email address will be an alias address, so the point of contact will always stay the same in the event you get a new system owner. Most organizations will have a system owner. This person manages the implementation, training, and support of the CRM system. If you do not have one for your organization, then at least designate as qualified personnel to handle support request tasks from internal users. Second, the system owner is going to set up filters and labels in their email client to prioritize registering the support request, such as filtering for high priority email addresses or keywords like urgent. All support related emails will be saved to a project called software support. And third, the system owner will register the support request emails as tasks and delegate the task to themselves or level 1 support personnel, as you can see on the left there. In a small business, this could be an assistant to the system owner who helps manage things like cleaning data and simple support requests. Next, the support personnel will document their analysis, temporary solution, resolution plan, and support activities in the comments section of the task. When the task is updated with new information, support will update all related parties using email templates and will continually update them throughout the entire process. When a solution is found through second level support, your vendors or internal technical staff are going to confirm with level 1 support first, and then level 1 support confirms with the user who made the request. If everything is good, we can complete the task. If not, the process repeats until a solution or workaround is found. In some cases, it may be what we call a problem in idle and may not be solvable. So let's show you the demonstration in Insightly using our demo organization called Sandbox. So right now, we are logged in as John Doe. This is the user that's going to be making the support request. To make a support request, go to the contact page and then click on List View, System Support. Here, users will find their point of contact for internal support. They have an email address, a phone number, and an internal company resource center. So click on the System Support contact. If John has an email account set up with Insightly, then John can use support email templates to easily request support from the system owner and accurately define the problem before it gets to them. If we don't have an email account set up with Insightly or are not an Insightly user, then users can simply email the system owner from their email client. For this example, we'll use email templates within Insightly. Go to Actions at the top right and select Email this contact. Under Email Template, look for System Support. If the request is urgent, select the Urgent Support Request template. For this example, we'll select this one. The example we use will involve internal and external parties to show off the flexibility of our help desk process. So urgent support requests, summary of issue, QuickBooks, and Insightly integration not working. Hello, my objective is to resolve an integration problem with Insightly and QuickBooks. Okay, this is what's happening with our software. Describe issue. The QuickBooks subtab is missing on all applicable record types. I noticed this happening on December 17th at 10 a.m. Here are the following steps to recreate the issue I'm having. Add ordered list here. Delete it and then add the ordered list. 1, go to any applicable record, organization, contact, opportunity, or project. 2, look for the QuickBooks subtab. And as you can see, the tab is missing. I provided additional information to assist you. See screenshots. So any additional details you can provide to the system owner to help them correctly diagnose your issue. And then we click the send, schedule send. Okay. After we send the support request email, we will receive an auto reply email from system support telling us that our support request has been received and what the working hours of the support team are, a time when they will respond back to us. So John will wait for an update from support, or if it's an emergency, then John can contact the emergency line here for immediate assistance. Next, we'll log into the system owner's account, Danny Ortega. Okay. So here we'll show you how the system owner, Danny Ortega, will register and manage support requests. When the system owner receives the support request email, the email client will be set up with filters and labels to help prioritize and assess incoming support requests in communication with our technology vendors, like we have here. As you can see, it's been labeled. All support-related emails will be linked to a project called Software Support. This project will be used to link all related CRM maintenance and support activities together. We can use the Insightly sidebar for Outlook or Gmail integration as well in order to make the linking process faster, or automate the linking process of all emails from our alias address using Zapier. For those of us on the free plan, we'll need to copy and paste the email of the project record, the software support. Here in projects, we have a list view called software support. This will help us find our software support project. And then we get the link email address and copy email address here. Go back to the email, paste that into the to field, and then click send. Let's go back to our project. In order to register the support request, we will create a task from the linked email. But before we do, let's go to our software support project to find if there are any open tasks that are similar and group the tasks together using a milestone. So it looks like we're already having an issue with one of our users. QuickBooks Sync issue is already here. Let's find if there's any milestones. There's no milestones created. We'll need a milestone in order to link the support requests together within the software support project. So let's create one here. We'll name this milestone QuickBooks Sync Incident. And have it due next week. And then who's responsible? The system owner, Danny Ortega. Save milestone. Okay. So let's go to both related tasks and link the milestone. But first, we need to create the task from the email that we just saved. So create task from email. Assign the task to yourself. We'll call it QuickBooks Sync Incident. QuickBooks Sync Issue. Category. This is an incident. And depending on what the request is about, you can select incident, complaint, or problem for the category, or question as well. These are all basic vocabulary terms used in idle. We'll select the incident for this request because this is a service disruption happening during normal working hours. So again, select incident. And then also when we save this task, we'll have the related email and contact linked when the task is saved. We'll want to keep all our support records private and insightly, and then we'll input the status as deferred and only work on the related tasks that was first created. And finally, we'll link the milestone. Software, support, milestone, QuickBooks Sync incident. Click Save. Okay. Now that that task has been registered, let's go work on the one that was initially created. Go back to our software support project, activity. Then we have this one up here. Okay. We have to link the milestone. Software. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So the task is not started. The reason is because the task has not been diagnosed. And we can find that here in the comments section that there's nothing been commented on. So we may need additional information for an accurate diagnosis, so we can continue communicating via email with the user to get more information and to repeat the steps to recreate the incident. For this specific incident, we would also check integrations in both QuickBooks and Insightly system settings to confirm the integration is enabled and authorized for both systems. So let's pretend that we did that, and the settings showed enabled and authorized, yet still the QuickBooks Sync is not showing in Insightly. We would say at this point the incident is fully diagnosed. And let's pretend we had successfully recreated the incident for both the administrative and standard users. So we would go and make notes here in the comments section and write down system settings show enabled and authorized for both applications, yet the incident is still successfully being recreated for standard for all users. Okay, so now we can move the status of this task to in progress because the incident has been fully diagnosed. So go status, in progress, check. Next, input a plan for a resolution. In this case, we escalate support to our vendor, or what we call level 2 support. So input that in the comments section. Escalating support to vendors. Save comment. And if possible, create a plan for how we will notify and provide a temporary solution to affected users while we find a solution from our vendors. So we're going to notify affected users and give them a temporary solution, requesting they communicate with accounting and sales managers to share data between both applications. So let's implement the temporary solution as fast as possible and notify the related parties. So we'll go to the organizations directory. We go there to contacts, and we go to list views, select directory. Select the contact who made the support request, John Doe, who we can see is the sales manager. And we can identify what software they're using here with the tags. Select all Insightly and QuickBooks users, including the managers of accounting. So QuickBooks, Insightly, QuickBooks. Okay, Matthias. Okay, next, click the bulk email at the top. And for the category, go to System Owner and select Service Alert. Service Alert, Summary of Alert. Insightly and QuickBooks integration is not working. Sandbox, the name of our demo organization, is experiencing, describe incident and affected users, is experiencing an issue with the QuickBooks Insightly sync. The integration is not working and is affecting all QuickBooks Insightly users. Okay, the incident is under current investigation. More to follow. While we work to resolve the incident, so this is where we provide the temporary solution. If you are an Insightly user, email the accounting manager for help and copy your sales manager on the email as well, so you can safely share data between the two systems. Okay, and then we'll copy and paste their contact details into the email. Accounting. Okay, so Justine Henderson is our accounting manager. And our sales manager is John Doe. Perfect. Okay, and then thank them for the cooperation and patience, and click Schedule Send. Schedule Send. Okay, we have a temporary solution in place and all related parties have been alerted. Let's make an update to that software support project. Say the temporary solution is in place. Okay, go back to our sync, add comment, temporary solution given to all related parties, requesting them to relay info between the sales and accounting managers. Okay, so again, always logging our activity under the comment section. And now we go to request support from our vendors. So with the Insightly Help Center, or what we call the knowledge base and IDLE, there are numerous ways we can get support, whether we're on the paid or free plan. So we can check the Insightly Help page by going to the top right here and clicking Help. Or you can go down here at the bottom of the page, here, click Customer Support. And then we have another way you can get support, and we'll talk about that later. So let's go to our, didn't process, that's okay. In order to find help, we can search for it here at the top and type in QuickBooks Sync. If we find a relevant help article on the left that helps us solve the problem or provides any insight, we can copy the URL into the comment section of the task, or there's community discussions on the right here that'll show community posts created by other Insightly users, and you can search by date to see if this is a recent issue. So let's say we click on this one here. If we had the exact same issue as this Insightly user, then what we could do is follow this post and wait for more activity, or we can input a post, a comment down here, which will automatically have us follow the post, so we can receive update notifications. And if the post doesn't have any relevant content, then we can create a post ourselves by going up here and create new post. And then we would wait for somebody in the community to help us, whether that be an Insightly team member, Insightly hero like myself, or a fellow Insightly user. And finally, if we're on a paid plan, we can contact Insightly support team for faster and more personal support. So let's go back to our software support project. We see linked organizations and contacts under related. All of these records are technology vendors. This can serve as our software support directory. Each record, both organizations and contacts have links to their help desk service, and contact records have their support email address in the record too, like here with Insightly. So if I hover over here, you can see the email address. And if we click on the contact, we can email this contact and use the same email template that John used when he was emailing Danny, the system owner. It's just a great way to accurately explain the incident. So let's create a post. Again, we're going to pretend we're on the free plan. So we'll go back to related, go back to software support, activity. We'll go back to the email that John made for us because it was really accurate. It's an accurate description of what's happening. We click copy, and we go to the help center and type in QuickBooks sync issue, and then copy and paste that in there, add any additional files using the image insert here or links, and then input that into troubleshooting and tips, and then click submit. Okay, and then it automatically has us following the post, so we can receive update notifications from Insightly support team or again anybody else in the community who's willing to share some help. And then we go back to our task and update the comments section with the URL. So add comment, and we would say created post in the Insightly community awaiting feedback. Save comment. And next, we'll go to QuickBooks to ask for help. So we go back to our software support project, go to related. We have our technology vendors, and Intuit is the developers of QuickBooks, and we have their help link here, all conveniently located right in the project record. So say we're using QuickBooks Online, having trouble importing, exporting data, and then we'll click send email. Again, let's go back to here and copy and paste that template. Email Danny at sandbox1.net, Danny Ortega, and then ask our question. So normally you'll get a case number when you make a support request with the vendor. We're going to document that as well in that QuickBooks sync incident task. Okay, we'll say created a case with QuickBooks case number, and then paste it and save comment. And if you get any emails from your technology vendors, you'll want to link it to this project as well. Next, we'll note we have completed updating all related parties. Completed updating all related parties. Save comment. Okay. And now we change the task to waiting. Status. Waiting. Click check. When we get a response back and they know what the problem is, we'll update the all parties again. So let's pretend QuickBooks says it's a bug and they plan to have everything back online next week. So we go to the internal directory, go to contacts, we have a directory, and again we select all the QuickBooks and Insightly users and the managers. Okay. Go and do the bulk email. And then for the email template, we'll choose service alert update or service update alert. And write something like QuickBooks Sync has a bug and we'll have the sync up and running later next week. No specific date noted. And then you'd update the comment section again. When we have a solution to the support request, normally our vendor, like QuickBooks or Insightly, will confirm the solution with you, the system owner, or level 1 support. Once the solution is tested and confirmed, document the updates again in the comments section. Then notify all related parties once more. Send out this service resolution email, so email template, service resolution alert. Ask them if there's any changes to the solution, what changes may be needed moving forward, and ask them if it's acceptable. And if we're experiencing no further issues, we can complete the milestone and all its links tasks. And then we'd be finished demonstrating this help desk process. So let's go to our project and complete the milestone and the task. Milestones, complete activities, complete task, and complete task. Okay, perfect. Let's go review the support request tasks for our first best practice process. So this task is scheduled to recur once a month. This task is primarily used for what we call reactive problem management in IDLE. We can use the support request by contact report to identify problems related to user experience down here in the instructions. So we'll identify problems related to user experience, system errors, onboarding procedures, software limitations, and get a list of open support requests by status. And then down here, we have a link to this video for help completing the tasks. You don't have to use these instructions or help links. Again, I encourage you to customize these best practices to your organization's needs. This is just an example. So let's go to reports. Okay, system owner. So we're in that folder, support request by contact. And we have the following data displayed on the report. Support request group by contact, right here, last name. Support request by number, by contact shown in bar chart. Dates, support request categories, and support requests are filtered for this month. I use the contact activity report dataset to build this report. If you link multiple contacts to a task, then that will show up in the report as well. So just so you understand the email linking process, creating a task from the email and how the data is displayed in the report. When we link emails to a project record, a contact is automatically created or matched using the sender's address. And that same contact record is linked to the email. When we create a task from an email, the contact is also linked to the task, which gives us this report. But for whatever reason, if you link more contacts to the task during the help desk process, more contacts will show linked to the same task. And I'll also add more records to the bar chart here. Like shown here for Abdullah Lang and Matthias Little. So as you can see, help with projects, help with projects. This is the same task, but two contacts are linked. So it ends up adding, again, more records to this bar chart. So now that you understand the report for this process, will perform a pattern analysis, identifying the current level of incidents compared to other teams in the organization or versus an industry benchmark if you follow ITIL. We'll look for an abnormal amount of tasks related to a specific support request topics or types. Then if we have enough historical data, we'll perform a trend analysis spanning over several months. So you can ask yourself questions such as, is there a growing issue with a particular team? Or why do we have so many complaints? Here we can group different fields to identify an abnormal amount of support request types. So here I'll change the grouping to task category. We can see here we have too many questions, all from our sales users. This might be what we call a problem and idle. We don't know exactly why this is happening. Could be a number of reasons. Nonetheless, let's not make any assumptions. Instead, we need to investigate the problem to clearly identify why we are seeing an abnormal amount of question support requests coming from our sales team. We'll create a problem management activity set to investigate and document the problem. If you don't know what an activity set is, it's a single or group of predefined tasks and or events. But before adding the problem management activity set, we'll first create a milestone just like we did with the support requests. So let's go back to our project. Software support, milestone, add milestone. We'll call this problem management support review sales users question. Support review sales users questions. Okay, manage. When does it due? By the end of the month. Save milestone. Okay, next we'll create and link the activity set. So we go to, we're on the project, we'll go to actions, add activity set to project. Select the problem management activity set, milestone, problem management, support review sales user questions. And the details in these activity sets are derived from templated processes in ITIL, providing clear instructions for investigating and documenting the problem. I found the checklist on Wikipedia and copy the processes into the description section for each task in the activity set. So more activity sets can be made from ITIL to assist you with delivering the solution or change management processes. So here we have problem management, and then we have each checklist with an outline for investigating and documenting the issue. So I just copy and paste this information into the description section. Okay, next we'll link the support request. Let's delete those. Okay. So activity set, we got to link the support request review task to that milestone. Activity, review support requests. And then change it related to software support. And the milestone, problem management. Click save. Okay, so next we want to export that report and attach the report file. Report request, export to Excel. So we'd end up getting an email, go to the email, download the report, and then we go to the comments section here and choose the file and attach that report to this comment. And then make note that we found a potential problem with too many questions from our sales team. Created problem management activity set to investigate the issue. Okay, and then input attached is support request report. And then again, you choose that file, attach it, save comment. We'll need to complete this task. We have the problem management open, so we'll get to that later. But we'll complete it right now, and then it's going to automatically create another support request task for next month. So support request management and review processes are complete.